forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric.
Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
4-2, it finishes in Texas for England against Croatia today. It was really back and forth in the first half, but then in the second half, the Three Lions pulled ahead. What a night for Harry Kane as well. He had a penalty and then scored again just before half-time. Jude Bellingham and Marcus Rashford are all on the score sheet as well. Good to have you with us, everybody. Welcome along. I'm Poppy Miller alongside Troy Deeney, Nigeria Coker and Mike Greller. So how would you sum that up then, Troy? In fact, why don't you give them a mark out of 10, England, for the first half, and then a mark out of 10 for the second half performance?
First half, 3 out of 10. Second half, 7.5. I still think there's more to do, but very basic rule of football. Play forward, run forward. As soon as we did that, to all Nigel's points about Croatia and the way that they played, when you have to take off Luka Modric in the 57th minute, it's because the intensity level has risen, ran all over him, made it difficult for him to affect the game. And the goals came and we looked better second half because we did the basics well. But then on the other side, Jordan Pickford gives me nightmares. Every time a ball goes back to him, I'm waiting for something to happen. And we didn't really control the game. Even at the end there, 4-2, we're still overplaying. Thought there was just moments where if we know we're not that good defensively, let's just go and be good at what we're really good at, which is running forward, scoring goals, loads of pace, loads of power. Go and do that. But, yeah, a lot of things to be concerned about. But we got the job done. I got 4 goals, like I said. Just didn't expect us to let 2 in.
Looked a bit nervy for you at half-time, though, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, but I stood strong. I wish some of my other English compadres would have done the same, you know, but they wanted to talk about how good Croatia were.
Hold on a second.
How good Croatia were instead, but we got the job done.
If you're going to address me, I'm sitting right here. I said, Poppy asked, who do you think will still win? I still said England will win.
Yeah, you did.
Yes,
because somebody else didn't.
Someone else didn't want them to win, but it's okay. It's a different subject. But I would say to Troy, I think,
by the way,
I think it is it gave them 3 out of 10 first half. I'll probably give them a 5 because I would say they were average. Could they do better? Yes, because I know what Troy's like. He's got high demands for teams, and just because of the mentality that he has, they didn't really play to a level that was satisfactory enough. I think 5 is okay. Second half, how they started that second half is what we expected the first half. Like he said, aggressive, playing forward, willing runners, a lot more direct in their play with a purpose behind it. That is how they should have started that first half against Croatia. smothering them with the energy and enthusiasm. Like we said, it's an aging team from Croatia. They're more youthful. Even if you're having a bad game, there's nothing that stops you from running and working hard. Even if you're having a bad game as a player individually, if it's not working, your touch is not quite there, you can still run. That's what they didn't do enough in the first half. Overall, job done. Still some questions. We still look vulnerable defensively at times. And I think that there's some weaknesses that we show in how we play and approach games that more athletic, better quality teams will probably expose us going further into the competition.
It's a good point, though, because it was contrasting, wasn't it? England poor in the first half, better in the second half, and it was the complete opposite for Croatia today, Grell.
Yeah, it was. I think then, like, we talk about how they're an older team or whatever, but it's also their average age is not that old, actually. It's like 28. It's old for football terms, but it's not like over 30, right? So I think the athleticism gap was huge between the two teams. And it was almost like England, for me, handicapped themselves. It was like, we're going to just try to play and beat them at their... We're going to try to play a nice game of football. If you try to play a nice game of football with Croatia, you probably lose. Because they're probably better with the ball in some respects. But in the second half, when they turned it up and they pressed them, like they started the game, England, by the way, they played backwards and they started playing to John Stones and they got into trouble. And Croatia pressed them, gave Croatia the ball. Croatia's playing. England sat in their shape, sort of respectful. When England stepped on the gas, Croatia can't compete for 90 minutes. That's why all the older guys started coming out of the game. They started trying to put the young guys in Croatia and trying to compete. But Croatia, on the flip side, let 4 of the easiest goals in ever. And I think, to Troy and Nigel's point, the key for England is simplicity. They score from a loose ball from the penalty because they go and get a loose ball, they get the penalty. The second one's a set piece. The third one, there's just a ball around the corner with no real destination. They're just faster and stronger. They run the ball down. The fourth one's a loose ball where they go on the counterattack, and Rashford puts a nice little polished touch on the end of it. So they didn't put any real great plays together, but once they started running, winning loose balls, playing forward, getting the ball, being more direct, and then they looked good. When they started to try to play football with Croatia, I don't think it's not necessary to do that. I think you have to use your advantage. Your advantage is that you're physical, you're fast, you're smart, you're good with the ball, you can win it quick, you can go quick. So I think when they just simplified the game in the second half, they didn't even need to play well to beat Croatia.
It's really interesting as well because we saw the second half substitutes and it kind of went both ways, didn't it? Croatia were trying to get something into the game to inject a bit of energy, and England, we know the depth that they have on the bench. Did it leave any question marks for you, Troy, as to who's going to start in the next game? Because John Stones, well, he was a question mark. Gahey obviously came in, but then also in the attacking sense, we saw Rashford make a big impact.
He clearly likes John Stones, and that's his player. I think if it was up to him, he'd say John Stones is number one, and it's who's going to play with John Stones. Just think of the lack of football John Stones has played over the last 2 years, and he's still starting in the World Cup. So, you know, that's a nice layup for that. But when I look at Anthony Gordon, I think you're under pressure, and I look at Madueke, I think you're under pressure. Marcus Rashford showed exactly what we said at half-time. Pace, power, directness, and also, by the way, lovely bit of skill for the goal. To most untrained eye, cuts it on his left foot, it's a simple finish. He actually goes to chop again, sees the defender moves, and then pulls his foot back and then just passes it in. Really smart from Marcus. I think he needs a massive World Cup as well, because you look at what's happened with Barcelona, they've actually returned him back to Man United and brought Anthony Gordon in. This, you know, redemption year that he's had here has been okay. Again, I wasn't one to get too carried away because I thought that front three of Barcelona, we know what it is. Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha. And due to injuries to Rafinha, Rashford played a bit more than he probably was expected to, but it was a good loan option.
It was a huge success, surely, Barcelona, from what he was expected.
Started every week at Aston Villa in the Champions League.
But I suppose from the Manchester United journey, and as to your point, Barcelona's a lot different to Aston Villa.
100%, but also, you know, he's had a good day today, so I want to be the bearer of bad news. £34.6 million to buy him. In today's game, is that a lot of money?
No way.
And they still said, off you go, no thank you. So there's something else there. I've said it before, I'll say it again. With talent, with the quality that young man has, we should be talking about him as one of the best players to ever play for England. Highly, highly talented. There's something else that's missing, because now when you look at his career, Man U let him go. Aston Villa let him go. Barcelona let him go.
Well,
at some point.
Listen, Aston Villa wanted him. It's the finances that couldn't work out, and then whether he wanted to stay or not was the aspect of it.
Have their own
the Barcelona one, whether people argue or not, I think he's done well. I think he's really redeemed himself compared to where he was, where people were looking with were really paying attention to see how he would react, how he would do at Barcelona. And I think he's done enough. I think he's done well. The problem is when you're negotiating standpoint, if you're Barcelona, even 30-something million, why would you pay that for a player that a club has already said they don't want? Man United have basically said they don't want him. So he's in a difficult spot. And right now, coming on for England like this, scoring the goal in the manner that he did, only helps himself for his own personal goal later on.
Okay. Completely disagree with that. So we're going to let him go back because Man U don't want him, but we're going to spend 80 million on Anthony Gordon. So don't spend the 80 million on Gordon.
But even at times, we don't know yet where Anthony Gordon is going to play for Barcelona right now, whether they look at him as being the player that's going to come in to play that Lewandowski role right down the middle. So that's a complete different role to what Marcus Rashford is playing right now at Barcelona. So we got to wait to see when the season starts, because the reports are it's more him to go in there and take that Lewandowski role. That's what Barcelona see him as.
You've got him in the building.
You got him in the building, yes.
You know the number.
But you don't see him in that position. At the end of the day, listen, this is what the directors of football, that club, and how they see it is happening.
I think it shows just how important this summer is for Marcus individually and to perform with England. Grell, what did you think about the second half for England? Where did you see the biggest change happen for them?
I wish I could give you some unbelievable analysis of the game. Like Troy said, it was just simple. Ball around the corner, run more, run forward, pass forward, win loose balls, put the ball in the box. There was a span in the second half where the goalkeeper of Croatia had to make 7, 8 different saves off his goal line from his 6-yard line, from his 6 box. Ball was going out, boom, getting shuffled right back in. They picked up the loose balls, they went wide, boom, back in the box. Tempo, pace, physicality, at a level that Croatia, at its age and at its athletic ability, can't compete with. So that's why I say in the first half it was like England handcuffed themselves and said, "Oh, we'll play at their pace." No, you have to put them in a difficult game. If you let Croatia play, Croatia a difficult team to play against. If you let them play, you let them get the rhythm. You saw inch-perfect passing, comfortable rhythm. But if nobody, best players in the world, best team in the world, nobody likes to get kicked. Nobody likes to get put in a fast game. Nobody likes to play with there's no space. There were some games I played in my career where after 10 minutes I said, oof, might as well not play today. It's going to be too hard for me today.
I'll just say this, though. We always say that, football body language doesn't lie about players and managers and stuff. When England scored that second goal, I talk again about Thomas Tuchel's reaction on the bench. Didn't look happy. It doesn't take a scientist to work out. In that half-time, we've been there ourselves. They're going to get a hairdryer treatment. And I guarantee you that Thomas Tuchel probably gave them the hairdryer treatment that he demands more and wants more, because the way they came out in that second half, that wouldn't have been a very pleasant team talk in the first half. And it's exactly like what Grella says there. Run more, do more. We saw Jude Bellingham having a lot more impact, putting tackles in and just being a lot more aggressive. And he got the reaction that he wanted from the players in that second half.
And the luxury for Thomas Tuchel is that he does have depth in most positions. One that we don't have that much depth in, though, Troy, is the goalkeeping position. And you were having a few panic attacks, weren't you, with Jordan Pickford today? Was it just a bit chaotic for you?
To say the least, yeah. I mean, I don't really know the stats and all of that. I'm just saying what my eyes told me and when I was watching. Ball's coming back to him, he's taking his time, gets a foul, luckily, but that could have been a goal. I still think he should have saved the first one. That's just my opinion. I think when you get a good hand to it, you've got to be a solid hand and keep it out. But it's just that feeling of, one thing when I watch Jordan, there's a shot from 50 yards and it trickles to him and he's screaming at everyone, hey, do your job, don't let any shots come in. Every time he parries one, fouls one, does whatever, it's like, oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me. We're trying to go to win a World Cup. That's why we're here, right? In my opinion, and respectfully, Jordan, because you know I like you, we can't win it with that guy and go. We can't. He doesn't give you any confidence.
Sounds like you like him.
No, I do like him, but I'll tell the truth.
He loves him.
To be fair, nearly as good as Nigel does with the managers. Just don't take the job, get him out. But I'm being truthfully honest. When you look at it, Grell, let's talk to Italian goalkeepers, right? With Donnarumma, when you have him go, yes, he has some flaws because every person does, but you have a sense of confidence in the big games. He will make the saves that will get you out. He's got a history of doing that.
Yep.
Jordan Pickford, every time you've watched him, I've played against him, I've watched him in this side of it, he always leaves me nervous going, there's something coming, whether it be a kick, whether it be... When it's time to hand on and play, he kicks it long. When it's time to go long, he wants 4 touches.
Have you always felt that way, though? Because
always.
sometimes for England, he's capable of a miracle, but is also capable of.
But that's the life. That's the life of a goalkeeper.
Chaotic.
And that's what I'm saying. To be fair, that's the life of a goalkeeper. In my opinion, if we're to go and win the World Cup, you need to have both ends of the pitch sorted. You need to have a solid goalkeeper that you know can get you out of it. Donnarumma's a perfect example.
But is
PSG.
there anybody else that England have that you?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
so
no.
You agree
He's the best of what we've got. And at the other end, you need a goal scorer that you know you can rely on. We have that. Harry Kane, what's that? Nearly his 70th goal of the season. We know we've got that. Everything else in the middle kind of takes care of itself. But every team that wins, think back to Argentina. Who come up big for them? Everyone talks about Messi, Martinez. You need to have a big goalkeeper that goes, bang, I can do it. He just doesn't fill me with that confidence. Happy to sit here in a few weeks' time going, absolutely wrong, Jordan Pickford, you're the man. Would love nothing better to say that. I just haven't seen it in the 10 years of watching him.
Do you feel the same way, Nige, that we can't win a World Cup with Jordan Pickford in goal?
It's going to be difficult, but I agree to what Troy is saying. I think that when you watch Jordan Pickford, he just doesn't fill you with confidence. There's some goalkeepers who are a class above. You talk about winning the World Cup that you can rely on, like he says, Martinez. Watch Martinez like Aston Villa. Could be annoying at times with his antics, but you know when it comes for that big save, he always comes big. And I think when you look at this game today as well, just looking at it, there's moments that you feel uncomfortable with the decision-making that Pickford did in the game. And that's just him, something he has to analyse and take accountability for himself.
Can I ask you a question? In most leagues, most big competitions, when does a team with above-average goalkeeper win?
What do you mean?
You normally have to have a proper top-class goalkeeper to win, right?
I was going to say, we sound like we're being harsh.
Yeah.
Right, because they won the game or whatever. He's been England's #1 for a while. There's 48 teams in the World Cup. 1 team wins. The other 47 go home crying, right? The margins are so small.
Absolutely.
And the first goal today, you could say we're being harsh, but he touches the ball. He touches the football. It's not in the top corner. It's in the almost just to the side, just side of the middle of the goal. He touches the ball, doesn't make the save. That could be the moment against France in the 80th minute, and boom, you're out of the tournament. He's not an elite goalkeeper. Nobody can make the argument that he is. That's why he plays for Everton. If he didn't play for, if he was one of the elite goalkeepers, he'd be playing one of the top clubs. Does England have enough everywhere else to compete in the World Cup? I think so. But when you look at the margins of 48 teams, only 1 can win. He's a big question mark. Balls that come in the box today, he can go and catch them. And he goes and punches them. Different decisions, and then the ones that bother you, I think, bother everybody. Is like it's 40 yards over the goal, and he's still diving in the top corner, and he's getting up and screaming and everything. Okay, fine. That's more of a personal thing, a personality thing. But for me, he's not an elite goalkeeper, and it's a worry if you're an England fan moving forward. It's got to be a worry for everyone moving forward.
Is that the biggest weakness, do you think, of the England squad, without a doubt, then, moving forward? Is this goalkeeping position? The rest of the
For me, it's level on par with a back four, because we are 1 injury away at right back to having no proper right back playing there. Again, people go, oh, we've got Jed Spence. I like Jed. Look at the season he's just had. He played for Spurs, by the way, just in case people don't know.
Konza could also play there if need be, but he's not a natural
legit.
right back.
Exactly. We are one centre half going down to being, do we need to put Dan Burn in? And I like Dan Burn as a person. But if I'm playing up against any of these top teams, I don't want Dan Burn at centre-half for my national team. I don't.
Right.
So, for me, the centre-halves, the back four, and the goalkeeper are the area that I'm the most concerned about.
It does sound quite negative, doesn't it? But is the glass very much half full after the first game, though, having said all that?
It is.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we knew we were going to be, by the way. And this really quick, because I know we've got to go to break. It's very much like Arsenal. Until we win it, we are allowed to have all of these question marks because we've got so much history and data to be able to say that's happened before. We've won all of the qualifying games before. We've looked amazing. We've been the best. Get to the semi-final, Croatia beat you. So we've done it all before. So when it comes across as negative, it's only negative because we've been there and done that. What we're looking at now is emotionless, looking at it saying, okay, is that keeper is he in the best 5 keepers? No. Okay. Did he make you feel great today? No. Okay. I'm allowed to question that.
It's also really, as England coming in, is one of the favourites. You know, normally we've gone in there with the ambition of the nation and the fans, and we can do it. It's coming home without really being one of the favourites. But this is the first World Cup in a while that people are saying that England are one of the favourites, rightly so, with the talent that we have.
Right, we're in the top four, aren't we? Spain, France, Argentina, and the Three Lions. We've got loads more reaction on the way next. Everybody stay with us. We'll be right back on Golazo Matchday in just a second.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now.
Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my camp.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Well, all the England players on national duty along with the rest of the world, but guess what? You can watch every single one of them on Paramount Plus next season, whether it's in the Bundesliga for Harry Kane, who, by the way, is the second English player to score in 3 World Cups now after Sir David Beckham, and the rest of them in the Champions League as well. Loads to look forward to next season. Let's see how they were ranked today, though, from our friends at SofaScore. One player falls into the red category, Reece James, with a 5.9 rating. Agree? Disagree?
I give up. Honestly, I give up. What? Based on what? I don't know. I don't even know how they come to these conclusions.
Is it probably because of the second goal of Croatia, right? Because he was in the right, he was trying to recover in the right.
He was trying to cover for Konza.
Yeah.
He went over Konza. I don't know anymore.
Well,
but
we just said in the break, guess who was in the red?
Yeah.
And Nigel said potentially Elliot Anderson or Declan Rice, which kind of shows to the eye test just how the midfield duo wasn't performing today.
Yeah, I think if you look at that back five, though, including Jordan Pickford, that's kind of what I was saying. I don't agree with the stats, but that's kind of where the weakness is. Declan Rice got 6.8 and an assist. So based on their numbers, I think an assist is about either half a point or an actual full point. So Declan Rice was one of the worst players on the pitch based if you take the set piece away. So yeah, a little bit strange there. Reece James was okay, was solid for me. It didn't give you.
He was not worse.
Not too high, not too low. He
didn't
worse.
jump off the pitch as well. Like, oh, they keep coming down that side or anything.
Gordon was
I would say the expectation for me with Rice and Anderson, we talk about the pairing who's going to be that too. For when you look at the first half, talk about them not controlling the game in the midfield, even the second half as well. With Kovacic coming on for Modric, Kovacic had a more impact in Croatia, controlling the game more so than they did. So I think for me, the eye test, they didn't perform well enough of what you need.
Just on that, from a midfielder's point of view, who's the one you would expect to get on the ball more? Because we see for Arsenal, Declan Rice is more forward, he's running like an 8.
I would
expect England, there's 2 pivots. So who would you want getting on the ball more?
I would want Anderson to get on the ball more and give Declan Rice the freedom to get forward and cause problems more, like he does for Arsenal. Because Anderson has got the ability to get the ball off the back 4, to make those 4 passes. He's comfortable to do it. You're talking about a $100 million player. You've got to be able to get the ball off the back 4 and dictate play and let Declan get forward to be impactful like he is for Arsenal, for England. So that's what I would do.
Just on the rating side of things, Grella, obviously you mentioned we saw Luka Modric come off, Kovacic and a couple of others coming in. Here's a look at their numbers. How did you rate Luka Modric today?
Yeah, he was poor today. Obviously, he makes the mistake. I think it's the first time he concedes a penalty in, over 700 games. So, okay, difficult game for him. Guardiola as well, 5.7. Baturina gets 7.9. Yeah.
Best player is the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper put out some massive players.
Not according to this.
Yeah, he should be, though. That's why it doesn't make no sense sometimes. The saves that he made, the goalkeeper, to keep them in the game.
And how is Guardiola worse than Modric? And Modric came off on 57 minutes. I mean, I don't know. I give up. I honestly give up now. I try to understand what these stats and that mean.
Numbers do lie.
Every day, by the looks of it.
For Luka Modric, though, that's just what you would expect that we're going to get, right, Grella, that he's going to be able to play 60 minutes in this World Cup. No surprises that he came off when he did.
Look, I love Modric. I love Ronaldo. I love the stories. I love all these players for what they've given to the game. I said it before. I said it against a young man's game. It just is. If you've ever played football at a high level, it's a lot involved on the body and from a physical, mental standpoint as well. And you know, Modric and Ronaldo are 40, 41, but they got thousands of games in their legs. That makes them even older, really, by if you look at the mileage on the legs. And I'm not saying Modric especially is past it, because like I said, we had conversations that he's still one of the best players in Italy. But time moves on, you know, and he looked he didn't look good today.
And also in like a boxing term, styles make fights, right? So if you're a Croatia with an older Luka Modric, you have to have more of the ball. Yes, you can press, but you have to then keep the ball for 10, 15, 20 passes to allow him to get his second wind. If you get into a game of transition with a younger, fresher England, then it doesn't play to his strengths. And similarly with Ronaldo, if you want him to be in the box, you've got to put loads of balls and you've got to look to him. Can't expect him to run around anymore. So I just think, to Grella's point, where the games go in and the games that they're playing now, these two, unfortunately, it's just one World Cup too many, unfortunately.
And do you think Croatia aren't enough to be able to dictate that style of play to suit Luka Modric?
I think they can in the other 2 games against Ghana and Panama. I think it will suit them perfectly. But I think when you're talking against England, one of the favourites, I think I understand they wanted to make him play, but I think in this moment you have to go, okay, who's going to give us the best opportunity? Kovacic is coming back from a long-term injury. Played a few games towards the end of the season, but he's got more legs. He's younger, he's fresher. Maybe you do it the other way around. He plays 60, then you bring Luka in for the last 30.
Yeah, but
in our opinion.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when you look at it overall, it's not too bad because, you know, half-time, 2-2, no problem. I just think, for me, I give credit to the manager because, again, you talk about the story and what we've seen. We saw it with Portugal. The manager was big enough and brave enough to say, right, off you come. And you talk about Luka Modric and the impact that he has and what he means to Croatia.
2 different personality types.
2 different personality types, yes, because Luka doesn't put himself before the nation, which is what I respect. But still, as a manager, that's your job. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, that is your job. Don't care who it is. If you can see someone's not helping the team or not benefiting the team, you've got to take him off. And they did that.
Or that's just done what he can in that game.
Sorry, Pop. Martinez, how many changes did he make? Did he make all 5?
All 5.
I'm pretty sure he made all 5.
Bernardo Silva came off at half-time.
And Ronaldo was not one of them?
Yeah.
Listen, people have eyes, and people see, and the biggest eyes will be the ones in the changing room that will be like, that he was not great today.
And that noise starts to come when you don't win games. It comes from the the last guys on the squad who are training hard and waiting for their chance, they start, and it's 1 or 2 to start with. Yeah. But then when the guys who are not coming on the pitch and not playing, it goes from 1 and 2 to 5 and 6. It's so difficult.
Especially when all the focus is on such an intense tournament like this one.
Remember, they're in the hotel all together. Nigel, you've done it.
Family and friends texting you, they're giving you their opinion from watching the game, and then whispers of the players who ain't playing and starting. And
but how frustrated is it to be in the hotel? It's hard enough anyway, isn't it, to go from the hotel to the training pitch, from the training pitch back to the hotel. It becomes monotonous, it becomes boring. But then also, if you've got 5 or 6 guys who don't really take it seriously and are starting to create problems, that hotel can become very toxic very, very quickly.
Yep.
So many things have got to go right, haven't they, in a big competition like this? We've got loads more reaction after this short break. Stay with us, everybody.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now.
Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Dude, when I heard that Christian was gonna do a documentary, I thought he doesn't talk that much. He's not really that outgoing. Like, what kind of content are you gonna get for this thing?
Honestly, I was surprised. He's the kind of person who's, I would say, quiet.
What do you think? Oh, man.
I mean, his journey is worth documenting, but him as a person, he doesn't really let people in so much.
I feel he's still got so many things he keep inside himself, you know, and he doesn't want to show.
But, you know, once you get to know him, You know, he's just one of the boys. He wants to talk shit. He wants to be competitive and just be able to, like, be himself.
And for more on the stories that have shaped this sport in the US, you've got the US men's national team soccer trilogy on Paramount Plus, the $1 billion goal, You Don't Know Where I'm From, Dog, and Pulisic, multiple eras, one passion, all available for you on Paramount Plus. And speaking of Christian Pulisic, here is Paul Tenorio with the latest on whether he'll play against Australia. Paul, thanks so much for joining us. Obviously, the US men's national team against Australia. The big question mark is Christian Pulisic and his fitness and availability. What is the latest you can tell us?
Yeah, the latest is the same. The gamesmanship continues. We don't really know one way or the other whether or not Christian Pulisic will be healthy for this game. He remained in the gym during the open portion of training today for reporters to see. He did come out at the very end and do a little bit of ball work. But, you know, the status is still day to day. And I think U.S. Soccer likes it that way. They aren't worried about what we know, and they don't want Australia to know anything. And so depending on how much of a conspiracy theorist you are, you can justify in your mind that he's actually fine and they just want him questioning whether he'll play, or he has no chance of playing and they want us to think he will. And I think that's just the way U.S. Soccer wants us to feel right now.
Everything will be kept so close under wraps, won't it, until the game, you've got to imagine. But the last game, they were incredible. Everybody had nothing but positive things to say about the U.S. They're one of the best performers maybe that we've seen at the World Cup so far. Does that performance and the way they won change the expectation of the U.S. men's national team for you in the tournament?
I think so, but I think it also in a way puts more pressure on this game on Friday against Australia, because you have a chance now, if you're the U.S., to carry that momentum forward, right? To get the country behind you in a transformative fashion. 27 million people tuned into the first game. Okay, you made them believe that you could do something special. Now you have to carry that forward. If you drop off and have a poor result against Australia, you lose that audience in a snap. Whereas if you come out and you're playing the same type of free-flowing soccer that the U.S. played against Paraguay, you're scoring goals, you're exciting the crowd, well, more and more of the country is going to be tuning into all these games. So it's an interesting one because there's 7 days between games, carrying the momentum forward is a little bit harder than in past World Cups, but it does kind of up the stakes for this U.S. team to keep people believing that they can go deep into this tournament.
So true. And speaking of the stakes are pretty high for our very own Mike Greller as well in the studio after all of the comments that he's made about the Socceroos. Should he be a bit nervous, Paul, or are you on his side?
I think you can't be nervous. You've got to play the confidence card at this point. You're committed. So Grella's got to lean into it and say his belief is there for the team. The rest of the team does not have to own his comments, by the way. They are very respectful of the opponent Australia is going to be, especially after the result against Turkey. But yeah, at this point, man, Grella is pot committed. He's got to shove all those chips into the middle and believe that this U.S. team will back him up.
And then he keeps doubling down, tripling down. We'll see what he comes out with the day before the game. Paul, thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Does Pulisic change any of that, Grell? If he plays or not, of this whole
I didn't
fiasco?
listen. I was not listening at all. Is he playing or not? Did he say? Did he say if he was playing or not?
He said TBD.
Yeah, he changes. Obviously, he's a fantastic player.
Are you going to back down
And
out
he
of
was
all
great.
of this?
Back down for what?
This whole thing that you, by the way,
my boy doesn't
have
do that.
created.
My boy doesn't do that.
No, they're 5-1 underdogs on the book. So I would be crazy to back down now. It would be absolutely crazy. But Pulisic makes a big difference.
Yeah.
He was really good in as was everyone in the first U.S. game. But he made the difference early. I think also he gives confidence to the rest of the group when he plays. So hopefully he's there.
If the U.S. play at the same tempo, it'd be very difficult for Australia to even remotely stick with them.
Definitely. I think also they've saw the surprise that Australia was able to do with Irankunda on the counterattack. So they'll know a little bit more. And Pochettino, being the level coach that he is, he'll have ways to deal with the counterattack. At least he has to.
OK, we can't wait for that on Friday. Flo Balogun also has been a big part of this US men's national team. Obviously, Nige had the ability as well to kind of go down the England route.
And Nigeria.
And Nigeria, yeah. He's obviously a US player now. Could he have made the England squad today? Do you think, obviously, everything's hindsight now, but would he have fit in? Would he have got the call-up?
I personally don't think he would have. That's just my opinion on it. Growing up in England and seeing how it is, there is this thing with the English press and media do play a big part in the opinions and views of the English national team. And I think if he was playing at Monaco, great. But I still don't think that they would have called him up. I think that they would have gone for the players who are playing in the Premier League. I know Ivan Toney's been called in playing in the Saudi Pro League. But again, that's only because of Thomas Tuchel. The foreign manager who's very direct, knows what he wants and making decisions going against the grain. But I don't think Balogun would have made this.
So you don't think Balogun would have got called up over Ivan Toney this year with this manager?
I don't think so, no. I don't think he would have. I don't think Thomas Tuchel would have called up Balogun.
You do, Troy?
Yeah, I do. I think if you look, his game's very similar to Ollie Watkins in terms of he can play out on the left or the right as well with the pace and the way that he plays. Also, I think he's a good striker. Sometimes you need just a good striker. And I think if you look at the profiles, Ivan Toney hasn't played a lot under Thomas Tuchel, but he's decided to go with him for just a different option. I think the season that Flo Balogun had and the way that he'd played for Monaco, and obviously now hindsight is wonderful, but I just think with that pace, that power, his profile would have suited Tuchel and he would have been in the team.
They've been the surprise package, haven't they, so far? For all the right reasons, the US men's national team, and Friday is the day that they're going to take on the Socceroos. All the build-up is coming your way at 1:30 Eastern. You can join Mike Greller on Call It What You Want with the boys for the match preview. The match starts at 3 o'clock, and you already know they're going to have all the reaction as well after the game. We'll be back in just a second, everybody.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon? When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready? Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion!
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now.
Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back, everybody. Nico Cantor is coast to coast all across the US this summer, and here he is joining us now. Nico, good to see you. You have moved locations. This looks like a pretty iconic one behind you.
Space Needle, look at that. I mean, landmark of Seattle. So ready to do some touristy things. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Seattle. I know that the United States, it's difficult to host a World Cup from a cultural sense, right? Because the country's so big and the cities are so big. And you often might get a little bit of a diluted World Cup vibe. Not in Seattle. There are people from everywhere. They're enjoying the sights. You could definitely feel that the World Cup is here in Seattle.
I love it, Nico. I love those glasses as well, by the way, that you found somewhere, because I know that they're not yours.
Yeah, $18. I needed sunglasses. I found the first ones I could find, but I like them.
Okay, we gave you a challenge before the game. You've got to eat shepherd's pie, chug a beer, and find someone who watched Nigel and Troy play or manage. Let's start with the shepherd's pie. How did that go?
Hey, shepherd's pie was really good. I wasn't expecting something top, but I feel like the gratiné on top of the mashed potatoes was very good, and then the ground beef on the inside was very good. Does it pass the eye test, boys?
It looks posh.
It looks too posh to be shepherd's pie, actually. So the big thing is, for English people, shepherd's pie is the beef one. There's one that looks very similar, cottage pie, that's got lamb in it. But shepherd's pie is an absolute staple, isn't it? Do you boys like shepherd's pie?
Love shepherd's pie.
Is that not what we had when we were in England together?
No, we had a pie.
We had a steak pie.
Steak and ale pie. Shepherd's pie, for those that don't know, it's kind of like mashed potato with cheese on the top, and then underneath there's like mince and
It's not kind of like, it's exactly what you just said, yeah.
Okay.
With vegetables too.
I didn't know what Poppy had because she just came right off the plate. You didn't chew it.
Nico, what about the next one? This is a British essential to be able to chug a beer. Surely you did us proud here. Oh, we've got the sips here.
You can't
sip it. Yeah, this is illegal.
That is not chugging.
What's going on here?
That is not chugging. Wow.
And that's not even a full pint.
That must be
That's
an
a half.
Argentinian chug then.
That looks like a shandy.
Wow, he's sipping it.
You sip it.
He's frozen. How perfect. Maybe he switched
He's
it
still
off.
trying to finish that beer.
We were going to watch
Wait, what are we doing here?
Well, at least he's not wasting it like Poppy did when she threw half of it down her hair.
At least you had a good
I did.
go.
I wanted to win.
Is there glass in there?
Is he okay?
He's still going. Oh
Is there tequila in it?
Wow.
Genuinely, that's half a beer as well.
Come on.
Like, honestly, Nico, this is embarrassing. Put the beer,
It's like he's
put the beer down.
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll be right back tomorrow.
What's going on here? Just drink it, dude.
That did not count in any way, shape or form
Embarrassing.
as a chug.
That's embarrassing.
I would give him like 0 out of 10 for that.
That's the worst I've seen.
I could have drank 3 beers in that time. 100%.
We know. We've seen it.
Casual afternoon for me.
That was terrible. And on that note, Nico's gone. Maybe you did put the phone down. We did see at halftime the third one he managed to do because he found someone that watched you guys play and even saw Troy manage as well.
What a special few.
Forest Green Rovers. OK, another match still to come later on. It's Ghana and Panama that's going to kick off next. We're going to look ahead to that game in just a second.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others, but they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
March 20th, 2025, Panama stunned the US men's national team in the Nations League semi-final at SoFi Stadium thanks to this goal from Cecilio Waterman and this iconic celebration that followed with his idol, Thierry Henry. We remember watching this, don't we, Grell? Thierry looked a bit scared at the beginning with everybody running over to him, but I think he enjoyed it in the end.
Yeah, really cool moment for sure. This is Panama's starting lineup. Obviously, the coach has been a really big deal. He's turned them around big time in a big way. They're a defensive side. I had the pleasure of spending time with Martinez there in the midfield. He'll be just like a little dog in there. He's win balls. He'll be defensively sound. He'll get forward as well. In my time, he was actually a winger. He was like a 1v1 guy, step overs and all that. So he's been with his experience now in time. He's been a guy that just sort of sits more in the defense. Good passer as well. And Murillo on the right. He's been at some big clubs in Europe. A really great guy. Good on the ball as well, even though they won't have a lot of the football. So, but it's a team that will be defensive and then try to hit on the counter. And we'll see. We'll see if Waterman can do it again and surprise.
Yeah, and their two best players on the bench, Carrasquilla and Diaz. They're two players who can have an impact for this Panama side. And for me, he's their star player. He's coming off from injury, but hopefully he can get fit because he's a really good player.
These are the two, by the way, that's in the same group as England and Croatia. On the other side, Ghana, Troy, looked like this.
Yeah, really strange Ghanaian team, to be totally honest with you. You've got Suleiman there on the left. Again, people that have watched the Premier League remember him at Southampton. He's also been in Serie A as well. Semenyo, obviously, he was huge for Man City. But the big one is Ayew up front, the Leicester City forward, who caused a lot of uproar for him actually even being in the team. He's actually now captain today, which is one of those weird ones again, where I think a lot of the people have been looking at it and said, are we going for names or are we going for the people that are ready? You've got Thomas Asante, just been promoted with Coventry, and you've got Fatawa as well, who's an exciting player for Leicester, who will obviously be moving on. So they've got some pace, got some power, but it's a really weird team and a really weird selection. So for me, it depends what version of Semenyo you get will depend how far this team can go.
And I think both of the teams will feel like they have to win this, given that England and Croatia are the other two teams in the group. Let's see what our very own Buckets thinks of this game with the best bet of the day. Buckets, good to see you. You hit your English bet, the England bet, by the way, so congratulations for that. I'm just hearing, though, you were watching the segment 4 and you want to challenge Nico to chugging a beer. Is that right?
I feel like it's not even a challenge after walking that. I mean, as long as I can finish this in, what was it, 11 sips, 9 sips, I could do this. What do you think? 4.5, 5 seconds. We knock that down and get to the bench.
Is that a beer or apple juice or
It's a beer.
quarter of
It's
a
a
cup?
beer.
I
had to make sure. No sponsor.
Yo,
Buckets, don't even do it.
Daddy?
Don't.
Got the little kid there.
Like a juice box, isn't it? Let's see.
Never mind. You all ruined it. Let's just get to the bets. I'll chug this after a month. I don't want to play anymore. I'll just give you 2 winners and we'll move on. Okay? Everyone happy with that?
Give it a go. Now
That's my
we're
glass
intrigued.
of bourbon right there tonight.
All right, we're going to time you, Buckets. Off you go. Let's see.
All right, my apple juice over. Oh, I just.
We got in his head. We got in his head.
It's not for everyone.
You can't let's get in your head like that. Buckets. Wow. What a waste that was.
I don't even remember what I. All right. Well, I lost to Nico, which is humbling. So if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna give out bets now and then go to bed probably for the night and just call it. Yeah, 2 bets for everyone. Oh, now I just look terrible. Listen, Ghana and Panama. Okay, stop laughing. Ghana and Panama. Both teams to score is priced at even money, plus 100. This is the matchup that everyone is saying is going to end in a 1-1 draw. Nobody's being brave enough to pick a winner, but I genuinely think the underdog Panama are the better side here, and I think that Ghana is going to be the one on the back foot for most of this game. But then, of course, they've got Antoine Semenyo, and if I see Semenyo play, I don't care if it's for Man City, I don't care if it's for the national team. I'm always taking his to score or assist, especially when we're getting it at plus 130. So both teams to score, Semenyo to score or assist. I'm happy with both of these guys.
Can we take bets on how long it'll take you to clean that up?
No.
Hey guys, you think
he's really upset still?
You think I could chug this faster than Nico?
Don't clip this. Don't clip this. Just let it die.
You guys think I can chug this faster?
Go on, Greta. Go on. Go on, Greta. Go. Hey!
Bucket, thanks so much. We won't ask you to stand up because I can only imagine where all that's flown up to.
Thanks, guys. Great to be here.
Oh, God.
Does anybody have a beer in this building? I feel like we've had 2 failed attempts from the Americans. We've got to show them how
Bobby
it's done.
can drink. Bobby can chug a beer.
Don't worry, the old me's coming back soon if he carries on like that. If that's
Debatable.
I couldn't shotgun a beer. That's like the American
If that's the
way.
standard, I might have to make a little comeback.
No, you stay there. You stay where you are.
2 years sober, but I can do better than them 2. I'll tell you that.
That was madness,
embarrassing us.
wasn't it? Crazy.
Poppy, we'll do it in the last game. World Cup final, we'll chug a beer.
Well, we haven't had much luck, have we? Nigel brought that lovely bottle of wine in, couldn't open it with the cork, it went all over the place. So, yeah, we'll try. We've always got tomorrow, boys. We'll try again. Thanks, everyone, so much for joining us. Today, we'll see you for tomorrow's matches. Loads more to Sorry, this is what we're going to see.
That better go on social.
Enjoy the
If
game
my
tonight.
statistics made it, that better go.
What the hell?
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon? When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready? Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it